under construction for a very, very long time. Since the 90s. I apologize for my camera. I have a adapter lens on it for wide angle shots here. It's a bit cloudy, but such a beautiful station. And right here you have the 5 boroughs and a panoramic wraparound as you come down. It is gorgeous. It really is beautiful. Very modern. There's Manhattan right there, baby. The fucking city. God, I fucking love it. Hate you at the same time. But yeah, so they're not done with it. I just want you guys to know that. They're still working on this station. This floor is going to be totally different in the next couple of years. As you see, there's still boards up everywhere. A lot of boards still. There's just so much work to be done. It's $11 billion total is the cost of the station. It ranges from 11 to 17.5 is the projected cost to actually finish it, but it so far is on budget and actually ahead of time by a couple months. So I mean, that's pretty incredible for New York. You got the police over there hanging out. Beautiful place. I mean, it really is neat. So let's go to the newer side of it. I'm going to show you the panoramic entrance area and just past that where the skylights are. So let's do a wrap around here. Now, Penn Station is where you're going to go in when you come in by rail into New York City. And also, if you come in through certain airports, you'll take the rail and metro down through here. So this is the first thing that many people see of New York City when they get off their commute. I mean, when you actually get off your vehicle that you use to get to the city, in the metro area, you will see this, including my family, me. And yes, you'll see military around here. You'll see police. You'll see guys that look like me wearing black uniforms, suits, all sorts of stuff. You'll often see guys walking around with K9 units. But yeah, this is what you'll see. So. This has the feeling of the 90s in here. I mean, even as a kid coming here, it was just such a 90s feel. Like the very narrow, cramped corridors, See, still there's complete construction going on still. I mean, heavy duty stuff going on everywhere. About what's going on. I mean, they keep New Yorkers pretty informed. You can actually read about what's going on here all around as you walk around, like literally specifically that area that you're in, what they're doing in it, and almost like what the cost is in some regards. So they are pretty transparent about the costs in the city. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us save any money. Now we're entering the Moynihan train hall. One of the interesting things about commuting in the city and using mass transit is that it doesn't seem as long as it actually is. Some days it could seem like it takes forever to get where you're going, but generally speaking, it's pretty fast for me. I mean, I'll watch a single anime episode of Ghost in the Shell, or I'll put on some Bleach, or, I'll watch something stupid from my childhood and I'll zone out and before you know it, I'm literally at my stop to get off. So, rapid transit is the way to go. It's just amazing. So now we're going to get to the money. So here's where all our money has been going for the last decade and a half to 2 decades. I love the glasswork here. I love how you can see all the Amtrak and MTA trains coming in and out and everything. This is just such a cool area. I love the observation glass decks. And there's going to be a lot of these. I think it's really cool. It makes it easier to see your train too. You know, that's the cue that they took from Japan, actually, was a lot of the glass inlays here, because it's just easier. You know, you'll see a lot of people crowding up around areas. I mean, this is the way a transit place is supposed to be. I mean, when you look around, you know, you see the gate numbers, the track numbers, or gate, whatever you want to call it. It's called tracks because we're dealing with trains, but that would be a gate if it was an airport. You got your time displays here. I mean, this is how it's supposed to be, you know. And for, you know, a long time, this city, you know, we had, you know, the most amazing city in North America, but the worst train hall by far. And now we're starting to look like an actual, you know, the way New York should portray itself, you know. And this is kind of what we're left with. But yeah, we're still working on it. There's a lot of work to be done. You know, again, I just love these windows they added. This is such an awesome thing right here. I love that you can actually see the trains come in and out and depart, and it's just something else. Those little dots actually do something. I can't remember what they do, but they're actually for something in the glass. So, again, very modern, very well done. It costs so much money to do this. And again, we've been waiting for decades to get this done. So it's nice to actually be able to use it and see it. And, you know, now I'm in the very underground area. I'm not even in the cool area. This is just a departure. This is one of many departure wings in the station. So let's go up to the hall here. I mean, they didn't spare any money when they made this. They really didn't. They did budget well, but the materials chosen are really well made, very expensive. See all the light colors? The lighter the colors, the more expensive to maintain. Remember that. Now here's where the money went. Here it is. The Daniel Patrick Moynihan Train Hall. This is what it kind of looked like, the original Penn Station. It was very similar to this. Now, what this was the Central Manhattan sorting room originally. And as you can see, they actually kept some of the look, you know. I like that they kept the structural elements and made them exposed. That clock right there is an actual replica. I think that was actually from the original, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. What an amazing train hall. This is really something else. This is spectacular. I mean, really, it blows you away when you see it. I mean, I'm so happy to see my city bringing this back in this look. And again, it looked a lot like this. See, one of the cool features this has is, if you look, you'll see the internal side structure is still exposed. So it's kind of like a giant courtyard in a way. And that's a feature that you see in a lot of old neoclassical office buildings, especially from the 1900 era. Beautiful, look at that. Look at that cross section, that's just beefy. And all this right here, this beam right here was put in before, you know, around the time my grandfather was born. And, you know, here I am, you know, using it. So from the time that my family got off the boat in this city to where I'm at right now, this place has been standing. It's pretty remarkable when you think about it. It's just a massive area. And again, I have a fisheye lens on here, a wide angle rather. So it's very, it makes it look smaller than it really is. This is a massive area. Let me show you. It's just big. It's a big, beautiful station. And this is how it should be when you come into New York City. And it's actually not a bad size. I would say this is the right size for our city. Maybe we can use a little bigger. Some people are saying it should be bigger. I don't agree with that. I think this is the right size for where we're at. I don't think New York is going to grow any much bigger than where we're at now. I could be wrong, but I think New York is pretty much at max capacity. I mean, we might grow by 100,000, you know, over the course of the next 5 years, but that's about it, I bet. Because we're actually losing people, too, at a pretty high rate. We'll see. Depends what the Democrats do. If the Democrats keep running our city into the ground, then yeah, we're not going to have anybody left. But if the Democrats decide to grow up and leave office, then maybe our city will survive. We'll see. But right now, this is what we got done so far. Beautiful. I love the break area. The Amtrak, this is right here. So up there is the Amtrak lounge. That's for Amtrak customers. You can go up there and they have TVs, they have coffee, they have free refreshments and shit like that. Amtrak is amazing to their customers. They're just not cheap. I mean, even the restaurant cafes are nice though. So, but yeah, this is something else, man. I was really wanting to see this myself. I've been wanting to see this train hall since it reopened this year, or opened for the first time this year. This is not the original Pennsylvania station, just so everybody's aware. Let's clear that up right now. This is a new building for the most part. I mean, it's an old structure that's been repurposed with $11 billion. So keep that in mind. This cost a lot of money, and most of that money you don't see. The vast majority, what you see right now is maybe about 100 million, give or take. The vast majority of that money went into the train infrastructure and what you can't see, including tunnel work. A lot of tunnel and computer IDS electrical work, which is some of the systems that I work on. So this is an interesting place to go when you're not having to rush through it. So let's go. I'll take you to some of the other areas that staff can enter, and I'll show you more around here. Let's see. Down we go. Look how deep that is. And again, it's just amazing because a lot of the cities you go to, you know, this is just the first layer to get down. I mean, this is deep. We're going down 3 stories here. About maybe 2.5, more than 2. It's like 2.5 stories. And this is just the first, you know, elevator ride down, escalator ride down. And yeah. So let's go. Let's walk over here. God, I love this place. Really cool place to go. Now, the reason why... Oh, here we go. That Amtrak right there. There she is. That. That's Amtrak. That's American Track and Rail. If anyone's foreign wondering what that is, Amtrak is the United States federal and private track infrastructure agency. So in America, we don't have like country companies, like nation-owned companies per se. So they have to be privately funded and ran. But we do have joint ones. So Amtrak is a joint federal train and rail type situation company. And so anything that moves on rail, Amtrak has a hand in, pretty much. And here's one departing right here. What a beautiful station. Again, this is not done. Like if this is in fucking Pennsylvania, this would be just kept like that, white. Here it's gonna be covered with stainless probably. I guarantee it. It's not gonna stay like that. Or it's gonna be painted green like that. And that's actually a special green paint coating that keeps it from rusting and a bunch of other shit. It's not green for the sake of being green. There's actually a reason why they choose that color. And you'll see people getting off their Amtrak there. This is all transcontinental trains right here. The section I'm in. And this is also New Jersey Transit where I'm standing at too. So that's it for now. I'll let you guys go. There's a lot more to see at Penn Station, but this is where I'm going to cut the video for now. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Off to Iron Mountain, baby.